And we have made it through I-4 traffic, made it through parking at the Transportation and Ticket Center, and we made it through security. And here we are, almost to almost to the Magic Kingdom. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back, welcome to today, welcome to the video. As you can see, we're here at the Transportation and Ticket Center, and we're about to hop aboard, probably the ferry boat, because the ferry boat's my favorite. We're about to hop aboard a ferry boat to get over to the Magic Kingdom. There's actually a few things that I want to accomplish today, but the main thing, the main goal that I want to talk about today is something that I've been looking forward to talking about for a really long time. This has been on my bucket list, my Disney bucket list, for basically as long as I have ever thought about even dreaming about doing a YouTube channel and focusing a little bit more on Disney content. And of course, I am talking about busting out my pal, Mickey. If you've never heard of Pal Mickey, if you've never seen this before, well, it kind of looks like a very basic plush, right? This basically looks like every other Mickey plush, except this one, maybe you could tell it's from the early 2000s because they don't really make them like this anymore, but they really and truly do not make it like this anymore because Pal Mickey is actually a very unique and special piece of Disney history, and more specifically, Disney technology. So my pal Mickey was introduced in May 2003. So he is actually, oh wow, I literally just put that together. He is officially 20 years old, and I am the oldest person on the face of the planet. Anyway, May 2003, 20 years ago today to the month, Pal Mickey was introduced to the world, and he was kind of a short-lived stuffed animal, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. He was discontinued in 2008, so he only had a few years there of his glory days of being Pal Mickey. And essentially what I liken him to is almost like the first Disney app. Now, this was, again, 2003. This was before smartphones were a thing. This was before there was a Disney app, and you could just whip out your phone and check on wait times, check on show times, mobile order your food, etc. So before all of that, we had good old Pal Mickey here, and essentially Pal Mickey is he's got technology in him. Inside of his little nose here, right in here, is a sensor, and there are sensors all throughout the parks, all throughout all 4 parks, and so he knows essentially where you are in the parks. He'll let you know when certain characters are in certain spots. He'll give you fun facts and trivia about whatever rides you're in, or if you're in Epcot, whatever countries you're in, etc. And he does a bunch of other things too. But so yeah, essentially that's what Pal Mickey was. He would tell you all of that stuff that we can now just pull out our phones and check on. At the time, Pal Mickey was $50. This one was $50, and I think we got him pretty darn early on of his inception of being a thing. We didn't wait on Pal Mickey. We got him pretty much right away. Maybe not the exact month that he was released, but pretty darn close if I had to guess. So we definitely paid $50 for Pal Mickey here, which, seeing as how he does all of that stuff, put yourself back 20 years, it doesn't seem like too much money. At the time, it was a lot of money. I don't know what $50 would be with inflation today, but he would probably be, I'm gonna guess, like $100 today or something like that, more akin to that. This was, again, also 20 years ago when Disney wasn't as greedy as they are now. Anyway, if you didn't want to pay $50 to experience Pal Mickey here, you could also rent him. You could go up to guest relations and you could rent a Pal Mickey for the day for $8, which is pretty wild. And I remember at the time thinking, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I want to rent essentially a stuffed animal for the day. Like, that feels very unsanitary. Who knows how they sanitize Pal Mickeys for other families, but I don't know. Here we are. All right, we'll get into more fun facts about Pal Mickey as we go on throughout our day, but for now, that's all you need to know. We're on the ferry boat, and we're heading over to the Magic Kingdom now. And we also gotta go ahead and, well, turn the sucker on. I put some fresh batteries in him last night. Takes 3 AAA batteries, and you just unzip his back here, and hey, look, kids, that's the innards of Mickey Mouse. Not really. It's the innards of Pal Mickey specifically. Anyway, we're gonna turn the switch to on, and now he is on. Okay, we'll zip you back up there. So at this point, I am very, very curious to see if Pal Mickey still works. Now, I'm just going to say up front here, I'm pretty darn sure he doesn't. I'm pretty darn sure that they took all of the sensors, all of that technology out of the parks at this point. This was a very long time ago. They discontinued Pal Mickey, and they've replaced the technology with Lord knows what else. So I don't think that our good pal Pal Mickey is going to be saying too much today, but you never know. And I don't know, like, I feel like there could be that chance that maybe there was a sensor left over. Maybe he will say something. I don't know. I gotta know for myself. There's no videos out there of anybody bringing their Pal Mickey to the parks in this day and age in the Lord's year of 2023. So I want to find out. It's my curiosity. I gotta find out if Pal Mickey still works. Also, what is this music that they're playing on this ferry boat? Where's the classic Disney music? I am not pleased with this. All right, Mickey, what do you say? Do you feel your powers growing yet? And we made it to the front gates. Thankfully, Mickey does not need a ticket to get inside, or at least I don't think he does. I guess we'll see. All right, we are in, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and give Pal Mickey our first try. We're gonna see what he has to say. Now, I already know this seriously is not going to work. I don't think that we're going to hear anything today, because one of the ways that you know that Pal Mickey is working, he starts vibrating and giggling. Disney's words, not mine. I think I vaguely remember that when we took Pal Mickey into the parks, is he'd like kind of vibrate and like giggle, like let you know basically, hey, you might want to press my belly button because I have something important to say here, basically, and he hasn't done that yet. So, but yeah, anyway, so there's 3 buttons on Pal Mickey. There's one on his tummy, and then one in each of his little paws here. So we will press on the tummy. We'll see what he has to say. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, go ahead, Mickey. What do you have to say to the people?
What do you call a tiger at the North Pole? Lost.
What was that?
What do you call a tiger at the North Pole? Lost.
What do you call a tiger at the North Pole? Lost. And there you go, people. That's basically Pal Mickey, and that's probably all we're gonna hear today, because one of the things that Pal Mickey does is tell jokes. So even if you're not in the parks, you can still justify buying a Pal Mickey, because you can take him home and he'll tell you his best stand-up comedian jokes for you at home. Tampa J and I were testing him out last night to see if he would work at all, and he did indeed tell us quite a few jokes last night, and they were very funny, so I'm excited to share those, or Mickey is excited to share those with you all today. So that may be all we're hearing today, is a bunch of knock jokes. So yeah, but anyway, okay, cool. Pal Mickey, let's go on inside. And we hopped up here to the second level of the railroad station so we could get a nice, good view of Main Street, USA, the castle all the way in the background there. It's glorious. Mickey, we're home. Okay, so I'm not all too sure that Mickey is not, I think he may be a sentient stuffed animal. When I just did that little bit there, like the Mickey we're home now thing, I accidentally pressed him a little bit, I think, because he said, gee, I sure am glad that you're my pal. That's what he said. So that's the first time he hasn't said a joke since I pressed him, and I think he's happy that we're back at the Magic Kingdom. Like, he's got to be happy, right? This is his home. I mean, well, technically Disneyland would kind of be his home, but this is his second home. So, I don't know. I think that's kind of proof. Trust me, Jay and I were playing with him for a really long time last night. All he said was jokes. That's it, just jokes. This is the first time he said something that wasn't a joke. Unless that was a joke, I'm just realizing it could be sarcasm, as in, gee, I'm glad that you're my pal. It could be that. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Time will tell, huh, Mickey? Time will tell. Speaking of stuff that is vibrating, which is a weird sentence to say, my Magic Camp band keeps vibrating, so I think it's because of these statues. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh. Did you hear that? They barked. By the way, happy Mother's Day, everybody. By the time you see this, it will be Mother's Day, so happy day to all the moms out there. And it looks like they have specific Mother's Day treats inside of the confectionery as well, which are pretty darn adorable. Some Minnie Mouse Rice Krispie treats and a Minnie Mouse caramel apple. I'm also continually on my search to find a Disney hat. I don't have a Disney hat. I haven't bought one in a really long time, so they've got some good options here. They have a lot more options than I've seen before. Really like this Small World hat. That's pretty darn cute. No one is going to lose me in a crowd in this Small World hat. Or this one, a Little Mermaid hat. It says Ariel on the back. It's glittery and sparkly. I've been thinking about getting the Minnie Mouse hat as well. I can't tell how stupid I look, though. I feel like I look really, really stupid. I don't know if the ear life is gonna be for me after all. Also pretty sure this is specifically a hat for children. Here's another sign that says Celebrate Mom. Very adorable. And I do think that my mom would really like this bag. It's a really cute print. It's in purple, which is one of our favorite colors. All right, Mickey, so what do you think about seeing the castle again for the first time?
Why doesn't Mr. Potato Head take Mrs. Potato Head out to nice restaurants? He heard they tossed it on in a leg. And he doesn't have any extras.
Hopefully you all can hear him telling those jokes. It's very, very quiet. He's very quiet. I think he's shy. He hasn't been around for a while, so, you know. Check it out. Mickey's an influencer now. Good job, Mickey. You got a picture in front of the infamous wall. So I think I'm going to start this day off in Tomorrowland with a ride on the good old People Mover. Usually this is a good one to keep towards the end of the day, but I'm feeling like doing it first thing. All right, we made it on the People Mover. One of my most favorite rides of all time.
Spacecraft to monster laughs. There's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
Okay, so when we were inside of the Space Mountain portion, I was pressing Mickey's button. First of all, his button's a little stuck. It was a little stuck, so I was having a hard time getting him to talk in there. But I pressed his button, and he did make a joke, but guess what? Guess what? The joke was about anti-gravity in Tomorrowland. So, I don't know. That's a little sus, if you ask me.
Because now is the time. Now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow. Today.
And with that trip over, I think it's time to get some Joffrey's. Get some coffee. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. Joffrey's is better than Starbucks. Fight me on it. I look forward to this every single Disney trip now. I don't think I'll ever go to Disney and not get a Joffrey's coffee, because oh my gosh, does it not hit the spot. Anyway, this video's coffee is thanks to my pal, Lancelot. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this one, buddy. And by the way, if you're ever wondering how you can be shouted out, that's probably not the right word. If you ever want to have a shout out, a coffee shout out like I do in almost all of my videos when I remember, all you have to do is head down to the description and head on to my Buy Me a Coffee app. There's a link in the description below, and that's it. That's all you have to do, but only if you want to. It's never necessary or anything like that. Just thought I'd mention it every now and then. There it goes. Someday Tampa J will get on that thing. And by the way, if you're wondering what Pal Mickey is, he's attached to my backpack. He comes with a very handy dandy little clip that you can hang on to. You can put them on your pants or your backpack or whatever it is. The lapel of your shirt, I don't know. Also, the description for said clip is, and I quote, a pager-like clip. So that's how old we're talking here, folks. Like, really, really old, when pagers were still a thing. And there you go, there's the clip there for you. If you remember what pagers are, the clip was very much like that. So it's very handy. He also came with like lanyards and other ways that you could easily carry him around the park. All right, Mickey, what do you think about Tron?
Say now, what's an astronaut's favorite meal of the day? What?
Okay, so we have our second space-themed joke since I've been here in Tomorrowland. So I think the real test will be obviously when we get outside of Tomorrowland. Maybe he's just on a space kick. I don't know. Maybe he knows he's in Tomorrowland because the joke was that what is a spaceman's favorite meal or something like that? Launch. So that actually even fits it with Tron, which is even creepier actually if you think about it. Okay, yeah, Mickey may be alive. Mickey may be alive. Well, Mickey, it's been a really long time since you've been to Fantasyland. This used to be where your house was. How do you feel about that?
Say, I hear Buzz Lightyear hired those little green men for their eyesight. Yep, it seems their vision is 20/20/20. Because of their third eye and all.
Okay, so that was another space joke. Maybe he still thinks we're in Tomorrowland. I don't know. He's a little confused. That's okay. There goes the mine train ride. Princess Tiana celebrating her eventual reign over this park. And I am so dang excited for it. I am literally so excited for her to get to this park, I could cry. Like, literally, I could cry. I'm so excited. All right, Mickey, we are now, almost as far away from Tomorrowland as possible. What do you have to say about being back here in Adventureland near Pirates of the Caribbean?
You know, the best thing about tomorrow is spending it with you. Today.
Kind of the point of today is to cover as much ground as possible here at the Magic Kingdom, because you never know if a stray sensor may trigger him. I don't know. You never know. I really don't think that that's going to be the case. It's not like they would have turned off all of these sensors and just left one on. I'm pretty sure that's not how technology works. I understand that, but I figure the best way that we can test out Pal Mickey is by covering as much ground as possible. I should have mentioned that probably at the beginning of this video.
Or, want to play a game? If you do, just squeeze both my hands.
Oh, I can play a game with him. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're going to squeeze both the hands.
That sort of tickle. Okay, so which game do you want to play? If you want to play That Isn't Here, squeeze my left hand. To play Mickey Says, squeeze my tummy. And to play Fast Friends, squeeze my right hand.
How about the right hand?
Okay, ready to play That Isn't Here? This is how it goes.
I pressed the wrong
I'll say
hand.
the names of some places and things. If that place or thing is here in Magic Kingdom, squeeze my hand. If it isn't here in Magic Kingdom, squeeze my tummy. Ready? Here we go.
Oh my god, he knows he's in the Magic Kingdom. I forgot the rules.
Oh, no.
Okay, oops.
Main Street, USA.
I forget which hand.
Mission Space.
That's not here.
It's a small world.
That is here.
How about this one? Living Seas.
That is not here.
Maelstrom.
That is... Oh, Maelstrom!
Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Body Wars.
Oh my gosh, Body Wars!
And Flight. Splash Mountain.
Oh my god, Splash Mountain!
The Enchanted Tiki Room.
I hope you guys can hear this.
Cinderella Castle.
That is here.
Camp Mini Mickey.
Oh my gosh, Camp Mini Mickey!
Wonders of life.
Oh, Mickey, I got a lot of things to break to you.
Thunder Mountain.
That is here.
Tomorrowland.
That is here.
Mickey's Toontown Fair.
This is a long game. That is not here, but
Quite. Keep trying. Pirates of the Caribbean.
that is here.
Mickey Avenue. Ooh, oh no!
Where's
Keep
that?
trying. Tom Sawyer Island.
When is this game gonna end?
Oh boy, you got 17. Right. Wow, you're really good at this.
Thanks, Mickey.
Do you want to play again?
That's
Just
okay.
Squeeze my tummy. If you want to play a different game, squeeze my hand. Or if you don't want to play anymore, squeeze both my hands.
Okay, we'll squeeze both the hands. You earned a break, Mickey.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. We have a lot to talk about. Okay, so he knows we're here. He knows we're here at the Magic Kingdom. And not only that, but he listed off a ton of attractions that are no longer here and haven't been here for a really long time. Maelstrom, Mickey's Toontown Fair, Splash Mountain. Okay, that was recent. Sorry, Mickey, that was recent. A lot of stuff. Wow. I'm legitimately flabbergasted. I'm so glad that I got that on camera. Was not planning that. He hasn't asked to play a game in a really long time. He knows he's in the Magic Kingdom. That basically means that we need to go to all the parks. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. And just catching up here on some Splash Mountain progress. Lots of scaffolding going on. They're making progress. I think it's supposed to open next year, if I'm not mistaken. Just a short walk away from Adventureland. We're back here towards Thunder Mountain. Only a 20-minute wait, folks. It is a light day.
Hey, pal, what's an astronaut's favorite meal of the day? Lunch.
He wants to be in Tomorrowland. I'm sorry, Mickey. I need you to do some Frontierland jokes now. Come on. So here is my current theory. The reason that he continues to say only Tomorrowland jokes is because maybe whatever sensor in Tomorrowland is still active. But the ones in Adventureland and Frontierland are not active. So he still legitimately, seriously thinks he's in Tomorrowland. All he's telling are Tomorrowland space jokes. So, once again, it's good that we're walking all around this park so we can see if any of the other sensors are on. Alright, and it's Haunted Mansion time because I feel like it. It's only a 30-minute wait.
It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond.
Mickey went off. He vibrated and he giggled. Mickey went off. There's still a sensor in the Haunted Mansion, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, good job, Mickey. I don't know if you heard me yelling inside of the ride or not, but he went off. He giggled. He vibrated when we were in the ballroom scene of the Haunted Mansion. So I pressed his little tummy and he said, "Oh, I think there's some ghosts coming out the side of that organ. Woo!" And he was all scared and adorable. Oh my gosh. We have had some very interesting findings today. And basically the Haunted Mansion still has a Pal Mickey sensor in there somewhere. Wow. Fascinating. I stopped inside of the Columbia Harbor House across the street and I got some food. Got a side of fries and an Uncrustable and a bottle of water. And it's super chill up here too. I went up to the second floor. Hardly anyone up here. It's really nice. I can hear the sea shanties. Now we're just gonna sit in the AC for a bit and eat some food. So now my next question would be, and my next theory would be, if a sensor went off in the Haunted Mansion for Pal Mickey, then he probably knows he's in Liberty Square, right? Like, he has to know he is no longer in Tomorrowland. So, let's give him a listen.
If George Washington was alive today, what would he be? Really, really old.
That is very true, Mickey. How wise, how wise. Yep, so now he knows he's in Liberty Square. So, somewhere in Tomorrowland, possibly even the People Mover, there was maybe a sensor in there to alert him that he was in Tomorrowland. And because we went on the Haunted Mansion and there was a sensor in the Haunted Mansion, now he knows he's in Liberty Square. So, I think the next thing that we're gonna do is actually gonna fit in perfectly with this, because we're gonna go on It's a Small World over in Fantasyland. That's an old ride, so I'm hoping that there will still be a sensor in there somewhere and he'll giggle and shake. And by the way, check out the view from my table here. Pretty nice, pretty nice. The entrance to the Haunted Mansion. I gotta say, it is amazing being an annual pass holder, being able to come here more or less whenever I want, and relaxing. Not having too much of an agenda or a goal, or being on anybody else's schedule, but just being on my own and doing my own thing. I could sit here, theoretically, for as long as I wanted. It's a small, small world. We're gonna head inside of here because I hear that there are some changes that have gone on with this ride. Specifically with the inclusion of characters, of dolls, in wheelchairs, evidently. I have no idea if this is old news. I have no idea how long these characters have been in there. But I had no idea that was a thing. I haven't been on this ride in a really, really, really long time. Surprisingly, it's one of my favorites. I love It's a Small World. Personally, I'm a fan. And I want to see this for myself. I want to see this with mine own eyes. So we're going to go on It's a Small World and see if we can find the characters in wheelchairs. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the happiest cruise that ever sailed. And immediately in the first room, there he is, right in the middle there of that trio, playing the flute. Alright, so Mickey proved me incorrect. He did not giggle or vibrate throughout that entire ride. And in fact, I pressed his button when we were in the middle of the ride to see if my other theory was correct, if he won't talk when you're on a ride. And that was incorrect, because he did indeed tell me a spooky joke. He still thinks we're in Liberty Square, still thinks that Haunted Mansion is nearby. And on top of that, I'm pressing his button now, and he's not talking. So I think maybe he just gets stuck every now and then. I was actually very surprised in It's a Small World because, okay, first of all, I love that ride. I really, really love that ride. I know a lot of people find it very annoying, and I know when I was a teenager, I found it very annoying, but now as an adult and having so few rides that I'm able to ride, I find it just adorable and charming, and I just love it. I love It's a Small World. The one in Disneyland is infinitely better, but it's still great. But anyway, I was under the impression there was going to be a lot more characters, a lot more dolls on the ride that were going to be in wheelchairs. I thought there was going to be a lot of them, actually, but I only saw one. And I looked everywhere throughout that ride. Now, there's a lot going on. It's very possible that I missed some, but I don't think I did. So, only one doll in a wheelchair in the very, very beginning of that ride, which is better than nothing. You know, It's a Small World. The whole theme of that is like, you know, we're all connected together in this crazy globe. And, you know, it's all about inclusion and all of that stuff and how we're more similar than we are different, etc., etc. So, they should have always had a doll in there on wheels, you know, in a wheelchair, just to be even more inclusive. So I'm glad that they have at least one. We at least have one, so it's better than nothing, but I think we could do a few more than that, personally. Perhaps Mickey does know where he is now, because he just told me a Pinocchio joke. Here, listen to this.
Why is Captain Hook's boat still sailing through the sky? Because it's going to Neverland. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, so that was a Captain Hook joke, but nonetheless, it's Fantasyland. He's telling Fantasyland jokes now. Okay, so I think somewhere in here, I hit a trigger for him.
Gosh, I sure am having fun today. Thanks for spending the day with me, pal.
No, thank you, pal Mickey. He's so adorable. Pirates of the Caribbean, only a 35-minute wait. I think this is a good ride to hit. 30-minute wait, not too bad. All on the AC, so why not? We're going to see what Mickey does.
Did that pirate fella really call me a bilge rat? Well, bilge mouse maybe, but bilge rat? I don't think so.
So we didn't vibrate or giggle or shake anywhere throughout the ride, but when we went up the escalator there, the escalator ramp, I pressed his tummy, he said a pirate joke, and then right as we walked into the gift shop, he vibrated and giggled. So I pressed his tummy, and then that's what you heard. He said a thing about the Pirates of the Caribbean. So indeed, there is still a sensor here for pal Mickey at Pirates of the Caribbean. He knew he was here. All these are pretty cool. Look at these little Christmas ornaments. I like that. And indeed, once I walked out of the Pirates gift shop, he giggled and shook again. So there's a few sensors still going on in the Pirates of the Caribbean. That leads me to believe that they've got to be elsewhere throughout this park too. You know, obviously more in like the older rides. So maybe like Country Bear Jamboree, maybe Carousel of Progress, some stuff like that. So this was a good experiment. I had no idea we were gonna be this lucky with pal Mickey today. No idea. Was not expecting all of this. So evidently it's top of the hour. But yeah, so we'll definitely take pal Mickey with us to the other theme parks as well. I forgot to mention what he said, but he just told another pirate joke, so it wasn't anything too remarkable. No offense, Mickey, but you said some really cool things today, and I'm about joked out with you. But anyway, I got this in the gift shop. It is adorable. It's a tiki bird hair accessory set. So it's got like a little like ribbon thing here that I guess you could put around your head. But I really, really wanted the clip. Look how adorable this hair clip is. Definitely going to be rocking that quite a lot. I bet the Jungle Cruise would be another great attraction to try with Pal Mickey, but I'm going to wait on this until next time or whenever I come back with Tampa J, because we haven't done this one together, and the Jungle Cruise is one of my most favorite rides, truly, of all time. So I'm going to wait for Tampa J on this one. And for my final goal today, I got the Cinderella popcorn bucket. This is a special 100-year anniversary, Disney anniversary popcorn bucket. It's silver, it's purple. Cinderella is in her wedding outfit, or maybe just her 100-year anniversary outfit. There is definitely some popcorn in there, but I got this for my mom. It's gonna be one of her Mother's Day presents for tomorrow, and don't worry, it's not a spoiler alert, because she will have seen this before she's seen the video, I'm gonna bet, but I thought this would be perfect for her. It's a really cool popcorn bucket. She loves Cinderella, that's her favorite Disney movie, and it's a really cool 100-year little souvenir here. So there you go, Mom. I hope you like it. Now, normally I wouldn't be in such a hurry to get out of here, but there's a lot of clouds in the sky. Looks like it might rain at any moment. I don't want to get caught in the rain. Plus, got a beagle waiting for us at home. So, might as well head on back and give her a walk and edit the video and move on to the next day. This was a lot of fun, though. I'm gonna head on to Monorail Gold and head back to the parking lot. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. This was incredibly interesting. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really, really, really long time. I've obviously had my pal Mickey for a really long time. 20 years now of hanging on to my pal Mickey, which is pretty amazing considering all of the moving that I've done throughout my life. It's so cool that I still have this little Mickey doll, and it was just really interesting to be able to see if he still works. And guess what? He kinda still does. He does all of the extra things that your app can't do. So he doesn't tell the wait times, he doesn't tell you when characters are out and about, and he doesn't work 100% of the time, but he does. There are still sensors out there. There are still things that his little nose sensor is able to hit on throughout the entire park. So I will definitely be bringing him to the other parks. We'll try him out and just see what happens. I'm very interested to see what happens in the other parks. So yeah, but my pal Mickey, he discontinued in 2008, so he only had a few years there. And I think we can all pretty much guess why, because again, like, smartphones became a thing. They were starting to become a thing, and this was just something that was such a weird in-between time of technology really starting to boom and to improve and to do all of these new things. And my pal Mickey was able to do a lot of that stuff that, like, at the time was like, whoa, how does he know where he is? How does he know the wait times for Splash Mountain? You know, all of that stuff. Like, man, he was really, really darn cool. And he still is. So what, just such an interesting piece of Disney technology, of Disney history right here, and it's so cool that he still works. So I hope that this was interesting to some of you. Maybe some of you out there have a pal Mickey of your own. Guess what? As long as he's, you know, not corroded or busted or whatever, put some fresh batteries in there and take him with you, because this was so much fun. Like, I had a lot of fun here today at the Magic Kingdom, trying out my pal Mickey and seeing what he says and all of that stuff. So if you still have one, definitely bring them on over. Maybe you could find one on eBay, I don't know, but I'll definitely be hanging on to mine. And yeah, we'll be doing other parks. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it, as always. If you like what you see, if you want to give the video a thumbs up, that helps me out a lot. That helps the channel out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. And if you'd also like, and you haven't yet, you can subscribe, because this is a whole entire channel. I do a lot of different things, not just Disney, not just theme parks, but a whole lot of other stuff. So yeah, appreciate you all checking out this video, and got a bunch more stuff coming up for you in the next few days. Again, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, and have a great day. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Want to say bye-bye, Mickey?
Who steals Winnie the Pooh from the rich and gives him to the poor? Why, Christopher Robin Hood.
That might have been the worst joke yet. Alright, bye everybody. See you later. Bye-bye. Almost forgot to mention our friend Kimberly. Shout out to Kimberly. She sent Tampa J a birthday present, and she sent me this along with it. Thank you so much for the beautiful necklace. So we appreciate you so very much. And also, I got a really cool bracelet. The bracelet with all the eyes there in the middle of all the other ones. She gave me that one too. So thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate you so much. I love them. Thank you. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.